Yeah, you ready, Lop? Hey, what's up, my man?
Hey, we are here. We're rolling. Let's do it.
24 hours of booty. Where the hell did 24 hours of booty come from? Were you drinking that night or what?
I was literally riding on the Booty Loop. By the way, the Booty Loop was here before I even moved to Charlotte, so I didn't name it the Booty Loop. It was already here.
Really?
I just happened to be riding on it one day trying to figure out how to make an impact in the cancer community, and I realized nobody had ridden this thing for 24 hours, so I'm like, I don't even know if I can do that, but I think 24 hours of booty sounds hilarious, so like, I'm going to give it a shot. Didn't train for it. I had to borrow a bike, but pulled it off.
What year did you start?
That was first ride was November 2002.
Really?
Yeah. So this is the 24th edition of the booty ride this year.
Really?
Yeah.
So next year's 25th anniversary?
Yeah, but we're 24 Foundation, so we're going to go big on 24. That's why we're kind of making a big deal about it.
So today, huge turnout, 1,100 people.
Yep.
Plus.
Yep.
Raised 1.6 million.
Yep.
In revenue.
Yep.
And the foundation was founded by yourself.
Yep.
And who are you?
So my name is Spencer Lueders. I moved to Charlotte in '99. Was a soccer player in college, and then switched to bike riding after soccer.
Okay.
My dad got me into cycling, and moved to Charlotte to work as a patent attorney here with a firm, and was riding my bike, and I had been reading the stats about cancer at the time, and they're bad. 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 people overall impacted, and I was like, this is terrible. Like, I don't have cancer in my family, but I don't want to wait around for that to happen because it's going to happen probably. So what can I do? And that inspiration moment has happened right down the street here. I remember where it happened, where I was like, huh. And I'm like, I just have this mindset of like being curious and trying things to see what will happen. And just put it in my mind, like I'm going to try it, and did it.
The energy that you've created and the foundation that you have done. Tell me about the first year when you were like, I'm going to do this foundation. It sounds like I want to give back to the community. Where did you start? Like the day one, you're at your home, you're Googling something, and you're like, all right, how do I build the foundation? How do I do this? I want some steps. I want to know the hardships, like step 1, step 2.
Yeah. So I hadn't even thought that far through it. I was, and actually when I look back, I was thinking about this entirely wrong. When I started the event, I'm a bike racer, so I'm thinking, what gear am I in? How many carbohydrates per hour am I taking in? What cadence am I? Do I have enough clothes on, et cetera, et cetera. All the what's, right? And so here's what switched the whole thing. I'm riding along, mainly solo, but guys would come on and off the course. Friends of mine would drop by for a while. Had a couple buddies in the middle of the night, but here's what changed the whole thing. I'm riding along, and the Booty Loop is in Myers Park. It's a beautiful neighborhood, huge homes, and I'd be riding along, and there'd be a bike rider in a driveway of someone's house. I'd ride by, wave at them, and then they would catch up to me, and they would say, "Hey, are you the guy riding for 24 hours?" And I'd say, "Yeah, that's me." And they're like, "Hey, I'm Jack. I'm a cancer survivor. And thank you for doing this. And I kind of ride a lap with you and tell you my story." I'm like, absolutely, right? So Jack and I are riding along. A couple hours later, another cancer survivor shows up, unannounced, never met this person before, and they had heard about what I was doing.
Wow.
So this happens during the day. In the middle of the night, a guy named Chip shows up at midnight, had lost his wife to breast cancer. He wanted to do a lap with me. And just throughout the whole 24 hours. So by the end of this thing, I'm like, oh, this is not a bike ride. This is not a one and done thing. This is like a venue for people to come and have community in the cancer space and share stories and come together. And so I hadn't thought about a foundation. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to put on events. I didn't know how to run a foundation, none of that. And I was like, you know what? I have to figure this out. No matter what, this has to happen for real. Because I didn't have a permit, I didn't have permission,
right.
I didn't have any of this. So fast forward 1 year, 2003, and the first 24 hours of booty officially happens with the public, right? So the first one was just me. The next one, 100 people showed up. We had a permit, and we were actually right here in this same parking lot, but much smaller. The PA was a megaphone. The start finish line was 2 ladders with black draping around it with a terrible banner in the street, which of course someone hit and falls over. All the grassroots thing, but it was a start.
Yeah.
And a cancer survivor named Shannon Carney was there, who was in treatment, who was bald, who was struggling to do a lap, and she would rest and she would do another lap, and at the end she said, "Listen, this is super important what you guys are doing for the cancer community. Thank you for showing up and being here and part of this." And so it was magical. And then the next year, 250 people show up, and then 500 people show up, and then 1,000 people show up. And then here we are, the 23 years later, and $31 million raised. Thousands of people use our services that we pay for right here in Charlotte. And I just think about the community. The fundraising is incredible, but all I chase is we need to build this community. This community is out there, and we need to pull everybody together and have this experience together. And that's kind of what 24 Hours of Booty is about.
It's incredible. The energy here, the atmosphere is like, if you could go to a local small town and everyone knows everybody and they're having like the pie eating contest, it feels like that kind of atmosphere, where you come around and everybody's helping everybody.
Yeah.
Your bike gets broken, there's people over here fixing the bikes. Now, I'm going to go into a foundation. When you start a foundation and you raise money, talk about where the money goes and what regulations it is to start a foundation. Like if somebody inspires, they listen to this podcast and they get inspired and they go, "Hey, I want to do something."
Yeah.
When you start a foundation, how do you register it and how do you allocate funds?
Yeah, so there's a 1023 form. That bell ringing, by the way, is someone who finished their goal and they're satisfied, like ringing the bell at finishing cancer. So someone just hit their goal.
That's awesome.
So everybody celebrates. But so you fill out, I think it's called a Form 1023 to get a 501c3 status. We didn't even start out that way. We started using a Foundation for the Carolinas here in Uptown Charlotte. They're a nonprofit, so we were like under their umbrella for a while and quickly realized we were growing so much that we needed to control our own destiny. So we filed to be our own 501c3. And so, that's the first step. But here's the thing. There's hundreds of teams out here that are all rallied around someone. And so this happens every year where someone gets inspired, they're part of something, they say, "I want to do something, I want to form my own nonprofit." And it is a lot of work. There's a lot of regulation stuff you have to do, there's a lot of insurance needs you have to protect your board, there's a lot of filing things you have to do with 990s every year to show your financials. So what I tell people is, you can absolutely do that. But one way to do it, if you get inspired and you want to do something, is you can just form a team at 24 Hours of Booty. And you can raise money. Our money stays locally, and we can go into that, but there's a way to get involved without going the full bore of starting your own foundation, because it is a long-term commitment that takes a lot of steps, and there's a lot that goes into it, and that's a lot more work than people generally want to do. So there's ways to do something without having to do all that, and so we're that.
All right, I got one kind of cool question. Hit me in the head. Is it 24 years or 23?
This is our 24th year doing it.
Okay. I want to know if you've got this log. I want to know in 24 years, you personally, how many laps have you ridden?
Oh my God. I've ridden the Booty Loop thousands of times.
Have you docked
for
it?
sure.
Come on.
I don't have every
You got
month.
ChatGPT now, man.
I know. How many times I've done it?
You got to have some kind of...
Well, here's the irony, right? The first year, I rode the whole thing by myself, 312 miles, right? Didn't stop, basically.
For 24 hours?
Yeah.
You didn't stop?
I stopped to put on more clothes or to get something to eat and whatever. Yeah, pee or whatever. But since then I started organizing it, and so I'm running around doing everything, so not really riding that much. And over time, as we've grown, the staff gets better and there's more things to do. I ride more, but I also stop all the time and talk to all these parties that are going on. So the neighborhood's
Yeah.
So
You're the
it's not
entertainer, the
super
founder.
important for me to ride a huge amount of miles.
You did that already.
Yeah. But I'm
proved your
encouraging.
point.
But I'm riding with people who are doing that. But it's, again, you don't get prizes for mileage here. It's not that important. You can ride as much or little as you want.
Right.
Some people ride one lap and they pull off like, I'm good. People just rang a bell. It's 11:25. They're done. But they leave here happy and they've accomplished what they came here to do.
So my goal was 100.
Amazing.
And I'm on a mountain bike.
Yep.
and I haven't ridden a bike in a year. Just came back from Australia. My girlfriend and I are jet lagged with 3 hours of sleep. So we rode through the night, and about 2:30, I do have a pedal assist bike, which I need for the uphills because I have my hips. I have 2 new hips, and one biker goes, "I'll give you a pass." And it was like the real road biker guys. They're like they hate me, right? Because I'm up on the hill and I'm passing them. They're like, but they zoomed past me, right? And he's like, I was like, bro, I'm 52. I got 2 new hips. I can't even feel my foot. He goes, I'll give you a pass. But no, it really is fun. My goal's 100. This morning we came in after going home for 3 hours. The only reason we left is I need to charge my bike. That was the only reason we left. I said, I got to charge the bike. I can't ride it. I can't help it. Because we went home, got a nice bath, and a little bit of a quick shower, 3 hours of sleep, came back, and we did 9 straight laps this morning before we're having the podcast with you. And we're at 71, right around 70-ish, and we're going to hit 100.
Yeah.
So I'm not leaving here until we've hit 100. So
amazing,
I got 30
right?
more, which is 10 laps.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And so I got 10 laps to go, and we're going to hit 100. Audrey's done this. How many years you've done this? 3. Have you ever hit 100? She's never hit 100.
That's perfect, right? Like it's safe. It's a safe environment to do it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to go ride 100 miles out somewhere in the country and I get stuck and I'm like, 30 miles away, I got to go home. Here, you're on a 3-mile loop. You can pull in every 3 miles.
Yeah.
Get more food, get something to drink. It's a safe place to do
so
it.
how many staff members do you have?
4.
No, I mean, full-time.
4. That's it.
So your staff members year-round are 4.
Yep.
How many volunteers do you have here today?
300.
I want everybody to hear this. There's 300 volunteers.
Yeah.
Now, how do you qualify a volunteer?
It's really organized. You go on the 24 Foundation website, and you can sign up and what time and what you want to do, and it's all organized. So you can pick the slot you want to be in and show up here, and they'll give you a shirt, educate you, put you out there.
I was very disappointed, and I set a goal at 750 for raising money, right? And I hit my goal very quickly. We were in Australia. We were about a week away from this, and I was like, oh, shit, we got to fundraise, right? So we put a little Facebook post up, and we got here, and I saw this orange shirt, and I go, baby, I want one of those shirts. And she goes, well, you have to raise more money. And I said, all right. So I did a plea live. So I went on Facebook Live while I was riding last night at midnight. And I started like Facebooking live, and I come back this morning. I'm wearing it.
That's a special jersey. I designed that jersey, and it has icons from the 24 years of doing this. Old logos. Each one of those things means something, including like the RV. Yeah. There's stories behind all of it, and so this jersey is special for sure.
Well, there's one reason I'm going to support you. My favorite color in the world is orange.
Oh.
So I have a phone here, and I have an orange case, and I have an orange sports car.
Awesome.
So orange is like my energy color, and so when I saw that your color is orange, why'd you pick orange?
It's funny. He was actually out here, but years ago when he started, in some of these logos were red, white, and blue when we started. And a friend of mine, Rusty Williams, who was a designer here in town, he came up with this orange and gray scheme in 2006.
Right.
And I was like, oh, red, white, and blue, it's disco, it's kind of funny, it's retro. He goes, trust me, dude, orange and gray, go with that. And so we did and switched it to that. And it's funny because I went to school at University of South Carolina 2 times, and I'm a Gamecock. I'm supposed to hate orange and Clemson and all this stuff.
That's
but
right.
for some reason, it's orange, and now orange is my favorite color too. And everything I do, all my stuff is all having orange in it. So I need an orange car, man.
You can ride it anytime.
Oh, man.
I'm in Texas. I live in Fort Worth, Texas, Tucson, Arizona, and Matthews. My car's at my shop. Come take it.
Awesome.
You can drive it anytime you want. And I just
awesome.
get the Porsche. We make a little barter here. It's weird because you're in a car community and you like cars. Before the interview, we talked off camera and we realized that we have a lot of things in common. But a lot of my friends are actually doing car exchanges, like watch exchanges. Like if you want to wear an AP or a Rolex, they're hey, you wear this one, I wear this one. And I think it's really cool.
It's a good idea.
But Audrey gave me a little signal, and she said, how many riders you actually have here this year?
Yeah, so our cap is 1,200, and we are over 1,100 this year. So we're right near the cap, and I can tell. Like from the pandemic forward, it's been a rebuilding, and we've been growing it back every year. But we've, The reason there's 1,200 is one year, I think it was '07 or '08, we had 1,600 people out here.
Wow.
And there was people trying to get onto the course, and there was people coming around, and it was just too much. So Charlotte Mecklenburg Police, like 1,200, that's your cap. So we've hit the cap a lot of years, and then we've been building back. We're almost at it this year. And you can tell, I mean, there's just a lot of, you haven't been there before, but this is a lot of people out here, but the energy level is so
Great.
high.
That's awesome.
And that's really what I'm after. I want this to be a community event, and it is.
How close are you with the neighbors around here? Because when I first lapped, because I'm a cancer survivor myself, so I was up front, so I got to go really slow.
Yeah.
And there were people cheering, there were bands playing. I was like, what is going on, man? I feel like I'm at the Savannah Bananas bike ride.
Yeah.
But it's orange.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting here like, you need a costume all orange to match Jesse. But seriously, do you have a really good rapport with the community around here?
Yeah, we do. When we first started, I can take you to a little exhibit I made over here. And the first signs we made, it said Booty Loop. People actually spray painted over the word booty. They were like, oh. But over time, we've built this tremendous relationship with Myers Park Homeowners Association. The parties out there are for real. They have these bands going. They're
jealous.
They're going
I wanted to
hard.
park and come over and party with them.
And it's so important because it cheers. You feel it as a rider.
Yes.
And if you're walking, like you get that energy, and that's just part of the event now. So I'm really thankful for them, and we got a great relationship there. We got a great relationship with Queen's University. They're fully supportive. So it is turned into a real community event, and you know, the Booty Loop is now a proper noun. It's on people's MLS listings. Like, everyone knows where the Booty Loop is now, and that's great. I mean, it really has become part of the fabric of Charlotte.
Well, I can tell you, at 1:30 a.m., there were kids yelling and screaming at me, still on the side of the sidewalks with their hand out, and I'm sitting here 2 laps earlier. My ass is killing me. And all I kept thinking about is, oh my God, my ass. And then as soon as I turn a corner, there's this kid cheering. I'm like, shit. All right, I got to keep going.
Yeah. Keep you going, right? I mean, how fun is that for kids? I mean, my kids grew up coming here, and they know philanthropy. They see what it is. But these kids coming up are getting a chance to feel what that is like, supporting in the community and doing things for others. I love that.
Well, I appreciate you taking your time to introduce yourself to an audience that's probably not familiar with this, which that's your goal, is to educate people. As a founder, you want to educate new people to come in and be supportive. Next year, I'm going to get the company that I do consulting for and my personal company to come in and do a team. Explain to me the teams. Like, if I'm going to pitch this to other friends of mine that own businesses, and I say, okay, you're going to come here and you're going to do a team. What's the minimum rider has to donate to ride?
Yep. So, like I said, there's over 100 teams out here this year. Bank of America's out here. Asa Abloy has 100 people on their team. There's teams of 2, so it doesn't really matter the team size. But I would say, form a team, get a custom jersey made with your stuff on it. It's super cool.
Do you have a link for those?
Yep. So we work with Jordana here in town.
Badass.
And they'll do anything custom you want.
That's what I want.
And so you'll see all these custom jerseys out here. I would say do that. And then get your team together, and you guys could train together, get excited together. If you're all remote, you can do it, whatever. And then come together here. You'll have your tent out in Bootyville, where everybody camps, and you can set up shop. You could have a house. You could rent a house on the thing, whatever. You can go crazy. And then each rider raises minimum $400. So it's pretty low.
So you can start a team for free.
Yeah,
as long as
it's $75 entry.
Okay.
And then $400 minimum fundraising.
Now, how do you get power here?
There's power all over the place. So if you need...
Can you tap in?
Yeah, there's fans. People got running fans.
But you can just... It's free?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Honey, you didn't know that. We literally left last night because I couldn't plug in my bike.
Yeah.
I wanted to charge my
there's
bike.
plugs everywhere. I got my van over there running the AC.
The cold
just
plunge.
plugged in.
You have a guy out here. You have the stretch lab here.
Yep.
I was fortunate enough to get a little quick stretch. The food. How do you determine who's serving the food?
So we work with local caterers, and again, the experience is super important for me. So the food has to be dialed in. So we serve dinner Friday night. We got a midnight pizza party. We had breakfast this morning. We're getting ready to have lunch here probably now. And then we have a 4 o'clock ice cream social at the end.
Yes.
So we take care of people, and there's unlimited amount of food and snacks. So you can come in anytime and eat and drink. It didn't start out that way. I mean, honestly, I remember going to Taco Bell and getting burritos and chopping them up and giving to people. And I would go to Dunkin' Donuts and pick up some donuts for people. So it started out super grassroots, but over time you realize this has got to be better. We got to make it better. And so it's super organized. This food tent around our
It's
corner from us
amazing.
is
You're full of water, full of
Yep.
energy drinks, Celsius,
Yep.
my favorite drink,
Yep.
which I love those. Those are great. There was a vitamin C. I don't know vitamin C. There was a C chew. It was like electrolyte packet.
Electrolytes, super key.
Those
yeah,
are awesome.
Yeah.
I had like 2 bags last
Yeah,
night.
we got Element hydration out here. There's a bunch of stuff.
Are they donating this?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
That's so great,
Yeah,
man.
we got good
Amazing.
partnerships with Harris Teeter and some other groups that donate all this
Now,
stuff.
when you are a local community, like I see Hendrix out here, I see
Yep.
other people, they can sponsor, I see signs along the ride.
Yep.
How do they volunteer, or not volunteer, how does your staff reach out? Do they, what does that cost?
So we have a development director, Tabitha, who can go meet with folks, set up custom programs for whatever they need. Hendrick Porsche is a great partner of ours. They have people out here riding, participating in this event and our other events we do throughout the year. They donate some pace cars. One of those cars has names all over from people who've been impacted by cancer. People donate to put their names on there. So they're raising money, but also being a super big supporter of us throughout the year. And so there's different levels of sponsorship. But what I like is what makes sense for your business. If you want to be part of this, how do you want to participate? I don't really like to slap your name on something or whatever. I love involvement from folks, and so most of these sponsors that we have are out here participating in some way, form.
Okay, so the jerseys link is on the website,
Yes.
and you can raise money for your foundation year round.
Yes.
So I can put a link and donate money to you year round.
Yes.
Awesome. So if you're wanting to donate money or have your corporation donate money, is it when you own a business and you donate money or raise money for a foundation, how does that work tax-wise?
Yeah, it's a total write-off. So if you wanted to donate, you can donate through our website. We have 4 different events we do each year that people raise money for. But we didn't get into this, but I'm going to tell you this now. So where does the money go? You asked this before. So most people think cancer research. And cancer research is super important. NIH has billions of dollars that go to cancer research. When I started this event, I wanted to make an immediate impact on people. What can I do that helps people today? Okay, and research is long process, lots of money. So what we do and where our money goes, it all stays here in Charlotte, and through Atrium Health, who's our partner, and they have 40-something, arms out into the Carolinas. So not just Charlotte, it goes into the Carolinas. We do 2 things. When you get diagnosed, you know this personally, most people get deer in the headlights. They have no idea what to do.
Right.
So a cancer navigator is a person who walks you through every step of the way, make sure you're getting the treatment, getting the trials you need, gets travel. They take care of all your needs so you have a better outcome and you're not so stressed. Then when you get through treatment, we fund over 60 survivorship services. And these are services that are usually not covered by insurance, so we pay for them. And it could be get your strength back. It could be get your mental health back, spiritual health. It's art therapy, acupuncture, healing touch, music therapy, all these different programs that resonate differently with different people. And people use them every single day. So it's real brick and mortar stuff that people need every single day, and they're using it every single day. And they have access to it through the Atrium Health Network. And so that fits our mission. It's making an immediate impact on people. And so the money, if people donated, that money gets used today to go fund stuff that people are using right here in this community.
That is incredible. Like, you're the first person I've ever interviewed that actually explained that in detail, where I actually understood it. Because everybody kind of, it does this. No, that was amazing. I'm in awe of what you're doing. Is this a full-time job for you now?
No, it's basically my life, but it's been, I set it up where it has to run itself. It doesn't rely upon me to do it. So it was on my kitchen table for a number of years. My wife and I would count coins and checks and stuff that would come in, and then slowly we got one executive director, and then we started adding another. So now we have a staff of 4, we got a board of 15 or so, and it's, it is super buttoned up. So it doesn't rely upon me to do anything. I get to go have fun now. I'm not out sweeping corners and doing stuff. I'm meeting with people, I'm riding with people, I'm thanking people and being grateful for being out here.
I'm thanking you right now. Like I'm like, bro,
Thanks,
bro, I'm so fucking
Appreciate
thankful to meet you today. Like, this is I know riding and supporting cancer and raising money is great, but actually getting us a chance to sit down with you, you made my day, man.
Thank you for being here, man. It means a lot. I mean, I hope you soaked up that love on
Bro,
that first lap. And
I cried the whole way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super important for you to be here. I'm glad you experienced that, and that you want to share it with other people.
Well,
You know,
I appreciate you coming on the podcast. This is Real Talk with Mike Burke, and this dude's amazing. If you want to donate money, it's what's the foundation?
24foundation.org.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. You guys wrap it up. We'll see you next time.